we thought a good thing to do as we take a look at the 2021 draft, let's take a look at how the Browns under Andrew Berry and this regime did a year ago. Had the 10th overall pick. They took Jedrick Wills, now 11th. Mekhi Becton, also taken after Jedrick Wills. Tristan Wirfs, those were guys that were in the mix. All those guys did pretty well, and it really looks like Jedrick Wills fits what the Browns want at a left tackle.
Yeah, and Jedrick Wills was one of those top targets for them last season. It really came down to him and Tristan Wirfs on draft day. They ended up going with Wills. And the big question with Wills was, how is he going to translate over from right tackle, where he played all of his snaps at Alabama, over to left tackle, where he hadn't had any previous snaps? And honestly, with Bill Callahan coaching him up throughout this offseason, even though it was virtual, you really did see that change really go pretty smoothly overall. And he really fit what the Browns wanted him to be. There were some bumps in the road, but obviously you'll get that out of a rookie offensive lineman especially. And, with Jedrick Wills, really filled everything that you could really ask for out of a rookie left tackle and fit in phenomenally along that offensive line.
Yeah, without question. And, the other guys, Becton with the Jets and Wirfs, started for the Super Bowl champion Buccaneers. So that class was pretty good. You look at the second round, and the Browns took Grant Delpit, 44 overall. The pick later, Antoine Winfield from the Buccaneers again. So Delpit was injured. You really don't know what he's going to be. Browns were really happy with what they saw of him leading up to it. Winfield was really good as well.
Yeah, Winfield was a phenomenal playmaker. Obviously, he had that big-time play against Tyreek Hill in the Super Bowl there, as well as their own matchup earlier on in the regular season. But, with Winfield, he had a little bit of a smaller size. He was obviously a great playmaker, like I mentioned. But comparatively, you had Delpit, who also was a playmaker in his own right. The previous season had a phenomenal season as one of the top defensive players in all of college football. And, was coming into the year looking to be fully healthy, looking to be ready to go for the Browns. Obviously, unfortunate injury before the season. And, prior to that, he really had seemed like that was the piece that was going to make that defense work. And obviously, the defense did solid last year. It wasn't absolutely horrendous, but at the same time, you could tell that when they had to play Andrew Sendejo back there, they really were looking for something more out of that safety position. And it really seemed like Delpit was going to be that guy. And especially, throughout training camp, really seemed to take on that high safety role, but also could play down the box. And he looks to build on that going into year two.
Yeah, and the Browns definitely addressed that need in free agency as well. All right, so did pretty well a year ago, did the Browns front office this first year of the regime. When you look at it, all things considered, you got the left tackle that you were hoping for, and Delpit's still an intriguing guy, that second-round pick.